Good morning, everybody. It's November 14th of the morning duck rush, and the weather has turned, just like the weatherman said. It's so much warmer right now. It's oh, I know, I'm coming out to let you out. The weatherman said we were going to get warm weather, and it's happening. Today's supposed to be a high of 8 degrees, and we're getting some serious warm weather coming for the next 4 days, which is, I'm so excited because we get to start the expansion, which I gotta wait probably another day or 2 days for the ground thaws a little more so I can dig some post holes, but we're cleaning the barn out today. Oh, ducks, I know, you're waiting for me, aren't you? I'm bent over, so I did a nice little view here for you, and they're all staring at me. You're silly gooses, you know, or ducks, I should say. There's somebody yesterday, I'm really sorry I didn't shoot any afternoon videos yesterday, but I was so busy running around getting ready for this expansion. About there, duck, you got a little bit of poop on the back here. The Muscovies aren't coming out, silly birds. Come on out! It's really warmed up. Oh, actually the amount of flying right now, the Muscovy male or females, it's so, yesterday I was out here and they were flying around just for the fun of it. It was really so cool. I didn't have a camera because, like I said, we're gearing up. I had to go get my neighbor's tractor because I'm going to be, re-roading some in the garden here where there's Warm Street kids. Plus I'm going to be using the garden to do some digging. The tractor do some digging in front of the barn, and so like yesterday was just a lot of running around getting ready for things. For these big, I got a serious 4 or 5 days ahead of me getting ready for the winter for these guys, getting everything set up. Which I'm really excited about because I'm shooting for Monday. I'm going to be done the setup, and we're going to have the expansion done, so that the ducks are have a ton more room and a lot more comfort for the winter, because I want to make it as easy as possible. I came up with a way yesterday of having water outside year round, which when I ordered it on eBay, and when I get it I'll show you, it's the answer, and when you see it you'll never believe it. It's so simple, and believe me, I racked my brain trying to figure out how to have running water outside this winter without a lot of hassle. And I came up with the idea yesterday finally after enough internet researching. But we're going to have, the water situation is not going to be a problem this winter. The ducks can drink all they want. We're going to have enough. It's going to be easy to fill the pool for them, the tub. So we're going to have lots of tub action. It's not going to be a hassle. It's going to be so much fun, because that was the big thing of how do I fill this tub on a regular basis when it's 20 below, and that's the problem in this part of the world. It's freaking cold here in the winter, and the ducks aren't fazed by the cold, but I've got to get it set up so that I'm not struggling. I picked up some more pails yesterday. The feed store got them in. So the 15 gallons of hanging water here, put some simple cement blocks around it. As you can see, the Muscovies are on top of it. They can reach in. So the water, that's the simplest thing that came up with water. It's like, just hanging pails so that the chickens don't get inside of it. Because anything hanging, they don't like, it's too unstable. If that pail was sitting on the ground, the ducks would either try to get inside of it, or the chickens be inside of it, or the chickens would be roosting on the edge of the pail and dropping feces into the water. a hanging pail, they don't try to get inside of it or hang on the side of it, so you don't get any feces in the water. The only thing you get is, ducks are really a dirty bird with their beaks, because they use the water to wash their beaks out. As I told you, if they can't wash their beaks out of the food, they can get a yeast infection in their nostrils. So the water gets dirty, and it's strictly food dirt. I'll just give you a shot here. Like, that was absolutely crystal clear water last night, and but the 15 gallons of water, they didn't empty it, so the water that 15 gallons was. I did that last night about 5 o'clock, so that's 14 hours. So the water, I've got my water situation taken care of. That I only have to fill that twice a day, and I'm quite happy. But I'm going to be moving that to a different setup. Right now, that's just temporary, because once I expand the pen, we're going to set up some things here that make the watering a lot easier. And I can't have the water in the barn because I want to keep the barn dry. I don't want any food or water in the barn. If they want to eat or drink, they're going to have to come outside, and that's the way it keeps the mess outside, and it makes the barn so much cleaner. I've seen situations where people, they put everything inside. It's easier to keep it from freezing, but the problem is that it just makes a massive mess. A very concentrated area of feces, and I don't want a concentrated area of feces in the barn. I want to keep the barn strictly for nesting, sleeping, keep it clean. They can come outside and do their feces drop and eat and make their mess outside, and that way when it melts, I can give it a quick wash down and it's gone. I'm not dealing with it in the barn. Because, like I said, the barn is it's where they're going to be laying their eggs and hopefully hatching their ducklings and sleeping in the cold nights. And the peking and the rowans, they're off in their little world of their own here. Right now the lake is still ice. I'll give you a shot of the lake here. You can see the ice still on the lake. The lake is still covered in ice. But that's going to change, because they're calling for 12-degree weather here the next 4 days. So we might get a little bit of a duck adventure on the lake. If the weather gets nice enough, I'm going to corral the ducks down there and get them in the water, and we'll get the canoe out maybe and get some shots here before winter finally sets in, because it's setting in early this year. Oh, look at the big males. Even the big males can fly. Females, they're so cute. I actually saw a Muscovy male yesterday try to mount a female, so they're starting. But I gotta get this barn done, because the sooner I get the barn done, these girls might start laying eggs, and we might start seeing ducklings here in January. And the nice thing, like I said, the barn's insulated, so it's really easy for me to keep it heated. So if they do start hatching eggs, in January, it's not going to be an issue. We're gonna be able to do it. The ducklings won't be able to come outside, and I'll have to get some water and that for them inside. But I'm hoping they it starts in February, and then that means they're hatching in March. Makes it a little easier. Like I said, I don't want to put water and food in the barn. Just too much of a mess. So that's the, look at this. We're going to fly for us. This is so cool. They do this more and more and more. Now that they can fly, they don't walk around. The rest of the flock walks around, and then they catch up flying. It's so cool. I think that's the laid-back thing. Go. They're doing that. It's pretty crappy flying today. Yesterday was unbelievable. They were flying like 20 feet off the ground in circles around the yard, and it was so neat to watch, because the flock was running around the yard, and they were flying above the flock. It was like it was just so cool. It was like a helicopter. They were landing in places, and, landing among the flock, and total control. And I've noticed since they started flying, it's so funny. The peking and the rowan are trying to copy them. and they can't. The peking, they're getting about 3-4 feet off the ground, and then they crash. The rowan, they're getting a little more distance, not much more, but it's sort of like lead by example. Oh, we got a little bit of duck porn happening here. They need the water to get the water here because I haven't seen any duck penis since on the land. I've only seen the duck penis action on the males when they're in the water. I think. Oh, there's another one. Oh. Look at that. It's so cool. And I'm so lucky that I live, back off the road here, and there's lots of trees between me and the highway, and I'm not worried about the ducks flying around. And so far, they haven't flown towards the house, so because that's the last thing I want is a duck coming through the window. So they've had pretty good control, and they're flying around the yard. So as long as they keep doing that, and we don't get any collisions with the glass at the house, I don't have to clip their wings. Because I don't care if they fly. I know they can fly out of the pen. I actually watched one fly into the pen. So it's like when I put them in the pen, it's just silliness. I lock them into the pen, and they walk into the pen willingly. It's so funny. They walk into it willingly and stay in there, and they can fly right out of it because I watched one fly into the pen over top of the wire. So it's like they can go in and out. But I think the ducks know that they got life pretty sweet here. They're just working with me because it's just a better deal to work with me. They get well taken care of. They've got a hell of a nice life, man. Hey guys, we're eating a whole bunch of Brussels sprouts here from our failed crop. We've been picking at these for days. Doing a pretty good job of cleaning her up. You gonna talk to me? Hello? Hello? So, yesterday I was working in the yard and I called and I did a hello and they all rushed me. I wish I would have the camera. I was just so busy yesterday I couldn't take less videos the next 5 days because I've got to get this barn done. It's top priority in my life. I'm not doing anything else but this because the dirty weather's coming back right after this warm blast we're having. So I've got to get the ducks set up so I don't have to worry about my ducks anymore. And I can just take care of them, and we'll get you some cool filming. We'll get the camera set up in the barn here. I'm a little bit behind. I don't think I'm going to get a December 1st streaming date, but we're definitely going to be streaming sometime in December. We got some penis action hanging out here. We're going to get a shot here so you can see what a duck penis looks like. Did you pull it in? No, it's already pulled in. So he did actually get intercourse there. Oh, there's Mr. Niacin Duck. Look at the size of that guy. He is a massive male. Massive. Started life off with a handicap and turned out to be huge. Big male. When he stands up and he towers over everybody, he's a good inch taller than everybody when he stretches out. He's a big duck. Big head, big neck, really, really big legs. Actually, I'd have to say of all the Peking males, he has the thickest legs. I'm using 3/4 inch or 7/8 diameter inch bands on him, which are meant for a Muscovy. They're not even meant for a Peking. Like I had to get some really big bands when I banded him. All right, so that's the morning rush. I got to get on my day here. Like I said, we're starting cleaning the barn out today. It's exciting. I'm all pumped, and we're going to start getting ready for the winter duck adventure here. Now that we got some really nice weather coming, and as soon as the warms up here, tomorrow is supposed to be a high of 10, so the ground will be totally thawed out by tomorrow, and I can dig some post holes because I've got to put some new post holes in so I can enlarge the pen. So that's the morning duck rush for today.
I'm supposed to be working, but I couldn't resist it. It was like, it's cleared up, it's gorgeous, it's about 6 degrees, it's getting warmer. Actually the lake, the ice is just starting to disappear on the lake. I'll give you a shot here. We're gonna definitely have some lake action here. It's almost gone. But it's absolutely gorgeous out right now. I can't believe it's nasty it's been in this weather. So, but, as soon as ducks get into the water, right, they're gonna have sex. And you know, the drakes now, since they have very little competition, there's actually a lot more sex happening now than ever before. Tomorrow the lake will be open. We'll get them, maybe tomorrow morning's rush, I'll actually get them to the lake and see what the weather's like. Check at the end of the day. We'll take a walk down there and see if it's, oh, we got some sex over here. Let's see if we can, come on, Muscovies, do some flying for us. Well, the females aren't flying today. Strange. They take spurts, so when they start flying, they really, like they do in groups, a whole bunch of them will start flying around. Of course, as soon as I turn the camera off, they're going to fly. It's so cool when they're flying around the yard. Go back and get guys to clean out the barn. You gotta make their home for the winter here. Even though it's a beautiful day and I'd love to play hooky and just sit here and watch the ducks. Unfortunately, I have to go and work and I can't enjoy my ducks. That little female, Mr. Gift there, wants to be done by that big, by the niacin duck actually. Mr. Gift wants the niacin duck to do her. Look at the size of that niacin duck. Look at it, like just look at that. There's 7/8 diameter wings on his legs. Like that is a massive Peking duck. He's the biggest. I'd have to almost say he's probably one of the biggest males I have here. I wouldn't doubt he's pushing 6.5, almost 7 pounds dressed. He's a big duck. And lots of females are always courting him. And you think, you know, we were almost going to call him. But it was worth it, you know, we brought him back to normal. And like, look at the size of his legs. Like, that's a big Peking duck. And he's, like I said, he's one of my biggest ducks. So we're going to go back to work and let the ducks play in the sun here. And we're going to go and get their, start working on their winter home. So we'll give you a shot a little later because they're irresistible and I can't keep focusing too hard on work when it's a nice day and my ducks are in the yard like this because I missed them for about 7 weeks there when they're at the lake all the time. So it's sort of nice having them here. So we're going to get back to work, so I'll give you a shot a little while later. Well, it's, we've done our day here, though. The sun's going to be down here. Actually, the sun's already gone down. And we're just basically, the only reason we've got any light is because of twilight. But Rocco and I just went down to the lake because I wanted to see. I showed you guys about an hour and a half ago on the video here. I took a shot of the lake. It looked like the lake was starting to break up. I was completely wrong. I just went down there. The lake is still solid ice right across. So I busted the ice, and I didn't take my camera with me because it was just Rock and I were just going to go for a quick walk. I want to show you. Look at this ice. We're talking inch and a quarter. That's what the lake's covered in right now. And today it didn't get that warm. It got about 5 degrees, maybe about 8 degrees in the sun. Now the next 4 days they're calling for like 10, 11, 12 degrees. So maybe Sunday we'll have open water and we'll coax the ducks down there and go for the last canoe of the year, and because it's going to go cold again right after that. But I couldn't believe I went down there and it was just solid ice right across the whole lake. So I took my heel, broke the ice, and I was shocked because this is thicker than it was when I did the video the other morning when I went down there with the paddle. So it's serious ice. I can't remember the last time the lakes froze over this early. Usually it's December before the lake's frozen. So we've had some cold weather though, but that's this is Canada and that's the way it is. So, but right now the ducks are still playing in the yard. They're not ready to go to bed yet. A little snack of Brussels sprouts. Just grazing, eating what's left of the grass, and playing in their pool. They have emptied these two pools 3 times so far. And I'm talking empty, like less than an inch of water in the bottom of the pool. I've had to fill it 3 times so far. So the ducks are drinking just a crap load of water here, which I don't understand. Because I keep the pen open, the gate open, and the bathtub's got fresh water in it. There's 3 pails of water, but they will not go in it during the day. They just stay away from the pen all day and don't drink anything. It's bizarre. I don't know why they don't go in there and have a little drink. The water's there. I purposely have it open for them so they can. And, it doesn't make any sense. But look at this. This here is a female, and look at the size of her. She's massive. If you didn't know how to sex them, this one she quacks and she's got a straight tail, no curled feathers. But her legs are, this female duck here has legs as big as the Niacin duck. She is a big female. We've got some good sized females. There's some smaller ones, but they're not interested yet in going into their pen. But when they do, they go straight into the shed and have a nap. And about midnight, because now it's the last night was warm. Tonight will be another warmer night. They're out and about the pen in the middle of the night. Last night I was up. It was about 12:30, and I took a look out, and they were roaming around the pen. Crazy little ducks. We're slowly getting the barn cleaned out. Tomorrow we'll have a big dent in her, and we'll get closer to expanding here for them, and so they have more living quarters for the winter, which is quickly approaching us, as I just showed you on that chunk of ice. So that's the afternoon/morning or afternoon rush home video for tonight.